Welcome everyone to this space, to our show. My name is Boston, and I'm just going to take a moment to allow us to take a big breath, breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And just allow yourself to bring all of your parts from the past and the future to the present moment so that you can be truly present and available to what's here for you. We're going to be talking about ritual, talking about intuitive gifts. We're going to be talking about connecting to that deeper part of us. So who's here, who's watching? And if you're watching the replay, drop a hashtag replay. I would love to say hello. Beautiful. So hi, everyone. Welcome. Yeah, my name is Boston, and I'm really here to talk to you today about how ritual can be a catalyst for growth and expansion when it comes to your intuitive abilities, your psychic abilities to come online and mature and flourish. Yeah, who's ready to dive in? So you have so much to offer the world. Maybe you know that already. Maybe that's why you're here. Maybe you're starting to get curious about what that looks like for you. And the more that we get comfortable with this push and pull of learning about ourselves and resting so that we can listen and have spirit tell us who we are, it gets to be this beautiful dance. And specifically when it comes to ritual in our personal practice, that helps us to become a vessel of integrity and that depth, right? Having a deep practice so that you can go out and serve clients, help to heal the community, and fulfill your soul mission with potency and really impact whoever it is that you want to serve. And maybe that's yourself right now. We have to be able to fill up our own cup too, right? So your intuitive gifts are the way that the divine speaks to you, guides you, and directs you on your life plan. So if you're a mission soul, and I'm guessing if you are, that's why you're here, then being connected into spirit, connected into that deep part of yourself, it's going to be vital to the health of being able to access and utilize your gifts. So rituals are a beautiful pathway to help bring consistency and that depth, like I was talking about, to our relationship with spirit. Because without them, we get carried away with life and being busy and our to-do lists, that we can go days or even weeks without checking in with spirit, without checking in with our sovereign self, what we think about something, what we really want to be doing. And so then that turns into this whole thing of we doubt what we hear, the intuitive nudges that come through, and we even consider false signs to be true. Telling you to give up and go do this or la, 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 something that's going to take you off of your path. And when we enter a path that's not meant for us, that brings more suffering and things just get harder for us. We start to feel overwhelmed. We start to feel burnout because we're disconnected from where we're really meant to be. Yeah. How's this landing for you? But when we know spirit and our gifts deeply, there can be no doubt about who's talking to us. No doubt. There's no the doubt about the choices that we make. And how do we be a conduit for those we want to serve? Because it's dissolved. So my favorite ritual that helps to amplify my gifts and connect in with spirit. I like to say spirit, God. You can say source, whatever works for you. It's actually quite simple, but it's really easy to miss or skip or, let it get ahead of you or away from you. And then we start to like feel shameful or guilty or should on ourselves when we can just bring it back to simplicity. Bring it back to just that deep foundation of, any guesses what I'm about to say? My favorite ritual is just simply sitting at my altar every morning. And before you go, hear me out. I like to light a candle and smudge myself first thing in the morning. I might let my dog out to go to the bathroom and get myself some warm lemon water. But I like to go to my altar and sit there, smudge myself, light a candle, and then look at my altar. And this visual representation of who spirit is to me. So I actually learned this from a shaman. And what you want to do is in the middle of your altar, want to clear everything else out, okay? And in the middle of your altar, you want to print a picture, create a drawing, or choose a little knickknack that reminds you of your deity or your guardian spirit or your highest sovereign self, and place it in the middle of your altar. And then look at it every day. It needs to be something that means a lot to you. And so this might be a curiosity activity for you. If you don't know what that looks like, if you don't know who your guardian spirit is of your whole life, your daimon, right? Might be an experiment that you get to figure out what that looks like for you. Right now I have, I have it still there, but I have a bee. I found a bumblebee. My guardian spirit, my daimon, is a a bumblebee, and his name is Ezekiel. And I found him outside. That was dying, and I carefully brought him to a space by my plants where I gave him, beautiful last moments of his life. And then I asked permission to be able to bring him inside of my home. And I do feel like now he's ready to be released back into the earth, and I will do that. I'll do a little burial ceremony for him. But for a while, I had him sitting in an abalone shell, and I would look at him every day. And it wasn't weird or anything to me that he was dead. His spirit had passed on from his body. It was a representation of who that is for me. And actually now I'll show you guys. I have this little knickknack that I found. He's a skeleton, or she's a skeleton, I should say. I don't think this one actually has a gender, so that feels good for me. Of a skeleton praying, doing the beautiful movement of connecting the heavens to the earth, to the physical body. So whatever that is for you. And then, side note, lighting a candle. I love the element of fire. It helps to bring us to the element of change and transformation, burning away that which no longer serves us. If you have anything at your altar, you can send that energy you want to release into the candle. And then the daily energy cleansing of cleaning my physical vessel, my spiritual body, helps me to discern what energies aren't mine clear out ones that aren't. Energy hygiene really makes and breaks our ability to hear our intuition clearly. And discernment, if you didn't know this already, is an intuitive gift that can be cultivated. So discernment is when you are able to pinpoint, is this spirit good? Is this spirit bad? And I don't like to say good or bad, but does this spirit that I hear in my head, is that of me, or is it an external spirit? Maybe I have cords I need to cut with people. I can hear their energy, right? It's this discernment of spirits, of being able to hear who is for you and who it maybe not doesn't have your best interest in mind. And so some people are naturally born with this gift, and some people need to work at it more than others, but discernment is a huge spiritual gift that we really need to take more time in sensitizing ourselves to. Because like I mentioned many times today, when we 1111 on my video, when we know who is speaking to us, that is how we can, pick up the breadcrumbs, follow the breadcrumbs of where we're meant to be, so that we can stay true to our soul mission and our path of liberation. So I remember when I started working with a shamanic mentor, she taught me the power of living each day as if it were sacred ceremony. I think we get into the habit, especially as a modern day society, of like, I'll go spend, spiritual sacred time when I'm in that sacred space, when I'm at a ceremony or a woman's circle or whatever it is, a fire ceremony. When in all reality, every moment is sacred. And before that, I had felt so bored and confused with my life, my path, my purpose. I felt numb in my heart. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I was super excited to be working with her, but she taught me these ritualistic practices that helped me to open my heart to feel. And it brought clarity to my purpose, helped to make each day special. And so I know if I start to feel that way, then I know I have time. I need to spend time away from the matrix and plug into ritual. Because if we can't hear our intuitive gifts, then of course they can't come online. Of course they can't flourish and grow. It all comes back to this process of desensitizing ourselves and listening. So now I can't go a day without connecting to spirit. It's truly a way of living and an art form. You get to weave the sacred into your everyday life. And when we work with our intuitive gifts, when we're of service and a vessel for change and transformation for our lives and others, we need that connection. We need that encouragement and that direction. My guides have taught me so much. This is a side note. My guides have taught me so much about my energy work practice. I'll be doing things and then I'll get it confirmed later when I'm with my medicine sisters and my peers who I learn and grow with mentors, that is an actual shamanic gift. And I had no idea. Specifically, I mean, I could go on and on and on, but for time's sake, I will leave it at that. And in our modern day, we don't get those same opportunities that we used to in these close-knit cultures. Students would learn about the spirit realm side by side with their teachers and their families. But now there's no acknowledgement or deep understanding of when our gifts come through. We don't know what they're supposed to look like. we think we're crazy, right? And it's because we're isolated when these miracles are happening and these experiences of our gifts coming through. And so the confidence develops when we learn firsthand from our teachers. And then when we are witnessed, it gets solidified in our being when we are witnessed by our in our power by our peers. There's no other way. There's no other way. And then in close containers of serving others and being with ourselves, can we hone that and get, super clear about how and what it is, how we want to work with it. But the invitation I have for you today is to receive that training of what intuitive gifts look like. So you can walk away knowing, I know exactly how this is supposed to look. I know exactly what to do when this happens. I have good boundaries and energetic protection. I have good energy hygiene. My channel is clear so that spirit can move in and through me so I can be of service. So for something beautiful and holy to come out. To be a hollow bone. My beautiful mentor just taught me that. To be a hollow bone. I'm just the vessel. You're just the vessel for these miracles to happen. And we need training and we need mentorship so that we can deepen our beliefs in ourselves and our intuitive abilities, as well as grow together with people that are going on the same path as you. Some people just won't understand because they're not on that path, right? And so I created a program I'm coming out with. It's called Clear Channel, and it was created to bridge this missing gap and welcome kinship, mentorship, and divine partnership. This curriculum will be composed of trainings on what all your gifts are, how to clear the blockages in your energy field that are hindering your ability to hear your intuition. And then we're going to be working with these spiritual rituals and earth-based practices that will assist you in cultivating that inner wisdom that you were born to share, so that you can walk away with this deep knowing of the unique talents that you carry. And confidence that you know how to wield them. You don't have to second guess yourself. What would it look like to you if you could wake up feeling in your power, feeling sovereign, not having to put your desires off for other people, having good energetic boundaries so that you're taken care of, so that when you do get in the treatment room with a client or when you're with your family, you know how to safely navigate the energies of the room. What would that look like for you? How would that change things? If you want to join us on this beautiful journey, this is going to be a journey of self-discovery and developing your skill set. Drop a green heart emoji and I'll send you the details. If you are watching the replay, drop a green heart emoji. If you're on YouTube, drop, a comment in the chat and I will get a hold of you. We have payment plans for this round only. This is a beta test group. This is the first time I'm creating the content. So the monthly payment plans for this beta group is super low. Less than $200. And if you're watching this in the future, I'm still going to try to keep it accessible to you. So if you're interested at all, drop a green heart emoji and we're going to begin October 1st with our first training. And then the final time to sign up and join us is going to be October 3rd for our first support call. So if you are interested in energy hygiene, sacred shamanic ritual, and intuitive gift development, don't hesitate. Show up for yourself. Show up for the life you want to create. As always, I am cheering you on. I'm sending so much love. And until next time, go out and share your light with the world. Namaste.